Hey everyone, it's me, the Batman.
Where's Falcone?
Where's Falcone at? Anybody seen any crimes? I'm here to stop him. I'm the Batman.
No problem. With my punching and my high-tack belt, I'm ready to stop any crime.
Boy, I sure miss my parents. And boy, I'm glad I got those PlayStation exclusive Scarecrow Nightmare missions. Justin, this is Batman Arkham Knight, and I definitely wanted to get that download notification in there because my first sort of 30-minute experience cross-section of Batman Arkham Knight was inputting 4 different codes that came with my copy of the game that I bought at Walmart at 6:30 in the morning this morning.
If you buy it online, does it come with all that garbage?
I don't know. I sure hope so. Let's talk about the game though, because there's the Harley Quinn story pack. Glad I got that in the mix as well. You just reviewed this game. We talked about it. We did a quality control about it that went up last week. And this video is sort of like a supercut of some stuff in the first hour or so of the game. So if you want to go in fresh, don't watch it. There's kind of a spoiler thingy at the end, so I won't blame you for tuning out now. But for those of you who are still with us, man, this game
it's not a big story. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I didn't record.
I mean, it's within the first hour of the game, if you can call anything like that a spoiler. Anyway, right. Batman Arkham Knight is a dope game.
Yep.
I thought we could start the conversation there, just to sort of.
Yeah, that's a good place. Did you get the part where it said press the button to even the odds?
Yeah, that's definitely in the game.
I said I'm gonna even the odds.
So that is the thing, but we can talk about the combat. The combat's great. It's everybody has copied it, and nobody has done it as good as Batman did it first in Arkham Asylum. Yeah, this is some dope shit.
So fucking.
This video is just gonna be me being effusive about this game because I think it's pretty wonderful. Even the Batmobile stuff, which I understand has been pretty divisive.
Some people didn't like it. I saw Jeff Griffin wasn't crazy about it. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those different strokes things. I don't play a lot of racing games, so I don't know. I'm not necessarily have a specific thing that I'm looking for. It feels good to me from the beginning, and I mean I don't know. When you do go into tank combat mode, which you're kind of showing here, even though you're not controlling it. It is a little bit more, I guess, sluggish, but it feels deliberately sluggish.
Yeah, it's a different type of gameplay. It's almost like a weird sort of bullet hell. This is sort of the main sliver of the main loop for tank combat. You have a Vulcan cannon that you can use to shoot projectiles out of the sky and take out aerial drones, and then you have this heavier cannon that you can use to take out tanks. And you have sort of a dash that you can do to get out of the way of bullets. And I kind of found that, I mean, it's obviously so different from what we have come to expect from the core Batman gameplay. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I found it kind of fun. And there's a lot of upgrade hooks that you can get to speed up your reload time and to give you better sort of weapons to use against these unmanned drones, which I think.
What I do like though is that your maneuverability both in this mode and the racing mode are spot on from the beginning. Those don't get upgraded. You get.
Yeah, I saw some people complain about it being sluggish. I didn't think that was the case at all. I haven't had any trouble I don't know, getting around. This is the upgrade system. There's a ton of stuff to unlock.
Yeah, I finished the game and still did did everything pretty much except for a couple little side quest things. And I still didn't unlock everything. There were actually gadgets that I hadn't unlocked. I have no idea how one would go about doing that. Also, while we're talking about the tank, pro tip: if you shoot the turret on enemy drones, then you'll do more damage, and you can upgrade that amount of damage.
Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, there's Batmobile gameplay is obviously a bigger part of it. There's the combat stuff, the stealth stuff. What's kind of amazing to me about Batman Arkham Knight, and again, I've been playing for, I would say maybe about an hour and a half at this point. The amount of just different kinds of stuff there is to do is out of control. Mm-hmm. This is a Riddler section where he set up this crazy, well, I didn't do so great there, but this crazy racetrack underground in the sewers where you have a switch toggle that you have to use to get doors out of the way and set up ramps for yourself. But it's also a really intense time trial. And I really liked this. It was really fun.
It's fun,
yeah,
right?
It shows off the sweet Men in Black style driving on the ceiling and walls and stuff, and was genuinely really exciting. And then you can do it over and over again to get upgrade points and complete challenges. But it's not just this. It's every time you complete an objective in the game, it kind of throws a thing at you, whether it's a little puzzle or a little investigation sequence or a neat little cutscene thing. I don't know, you're never just running around fighting dudes for an hour.
I love that Riddler presentation, showing him like projected like that. Oh, yeah, this is cool.
So this is one of the things I'm talking about. Like, I was just driving around, and you have this radial menu that shows you like all of sort of the main storylines going on in the game, and at any point you can drop a waypoint on one of those and go to them. So this is like, I'm investigating a serial killer, which takes me to this corpse that I have to.
And it's worth noting, actually, it's kind of interesting you say that most of the time you will not get a direct like waypoint marker. Like, it won't tell you exactly where to go. You'll get an area from which you will be able to easily locate the thing, but it makes it feel a lot less mechanical. Also, as you progress, like eventually you will run out of intel. You won't know where the next thing is. So you can either wait for intel, or you can get a basic idea of where you need to search and just sort of like patrol Batman. Like the Batman.
And there's some cool systems in there too, like there are vantage points that you can use to sort of try and sonar into stuff. You can find, this system has been in past games, but you can find like lackeys that you can beat up and interrogate to get more intel. But yeah, I agree. I like that system a lot better. It does make you feel more Batman-esque, like actually doing some footwork, which I appreciated. The story of the game is can you talk more about that? Because obviously I'm pretty early on, but I just like how it does it. The first 45 seconds of the game are amazing. And then, I don't know, it's kind of still unfolding for me. Yeah,
it's hard to, I mean, without spoiling anything, it's hard to do it justice, really. What I will say is that it is richer, I think, than any other Arkham game, and it has, it feels like it has real stakes, because Rocksteady said this is the last Arkham game they're going to make, so they're able to sort of do things that feel momentous and feel important without it feeling just sort of like rote. In the narrative.
This is pretty sweet. This is an environmental puzzle I'm doing in a tank.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Why don't we?
That was a cool thing you did.
Yeah, I just ripped that down. It's like, Batman's known for his environmental puzzles. This time we're gonna do it on rooftops in a tank.
It's all very like regimented. Like you specifically, like, I mean, like you can see here, like what you're supposed to do is pretty specifically laid out for you. But it's still a heck of a lot of fun to figure that stuff out.
Yeah. How does the game like fare as you go on? Because my problem with like Arkham City, I didn't play Origins, I'll admit, but it got a little bit long in the tooth by the end of it, just because there was too much. It was too sprawling. There was like too much stuff to do, and it was all kind of samey.
The side things are so fun and like feel so like unique and specific to each activity that like I finished the game with about 60% of the side stuff done, and I immediately wanted to hop back in. This is a cool new, like, you can do a multi-takedown if guys don't know where you are and they're afraid of you.
Yeah, it makes the fights feel a lot bigger because they can throw more guys at you, and just like when you start the fight, you can instantly take some of them down, and that's an upgradable thing too.
And you refill that in stealth sections by doing a silent takedown.
Yeah, and scaring the shit out of them basically.
Yeah, right.
Which is a pretty cool mechanic. This is another one of those things that like an interstitial, just like I walked out of this room and it's like, well, we got to find this guy. So you throw your like radar batarang into the air, and then you just get this weird little mini game thing where you have to triangulate the position of this chemical factory.
Yeah.
It constantly throws this stuff at you, and it's not like, you know, the best mini game in the world.
None of it is like particularly like deep or challenging, but like it does help with that issue you're talking about of things starting to feel stale because it's constantly mixing it up.
Yeah, and making you feel a little bit more Batman like,
a little Batman-esque,
which I appreciate. Speaking of the stealth system, we talked about how it sort of folds into that fear gameplay. Have they done anything to like improve that? Because I've only done a couple sequences and it feels pretty similar. Here's one of those right now. It feels kind of similar to what they've done in the past.
Yeah, there's some neat stuff. Like obviously you have the things like the disruptor that can mess up their guns. They have drones now. Some of the cool things is that they will respond to your tactics. So if you're coming out of the grates a lot, like you're thinking about right here, they will start dropping thermo charges like into the grates to kill you if you're in there and like make them unusable for a while. So you have to adjust your tactics, or if they notice you're using explosives a lot, they'll counter that. Another cool thing is you can use a you see how you have a trap there laid out?
Yeah.
You can use a voice emulator to, if the bad guys have a comm system, you can use a voice emulator to emulate their boss and give them orders.
Oh,
so
that's
like if you're
rad.
taking on Harley Quinn's thugs, you can give them an order to go check out a wall that looks suspicious, except psych, it's Batman and there's a bomb on it.
Do you have to do the impression like can I do my Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, do your Mr. Freeze.
Cool down.
Cool down.
It's a ice cream time.
I'm giving you a license to chill.
Okay, so this
is my favorite part of the game.
Yes, this is the favorite part of the game. Turn it off now, seriously, if you don't want to see this.
It's really sweet.
This is a bad guy.
So this exemplifies what makes Arkham Knight a great game, in my opinion. You're in this situation, and it is not prescribed what you're supposed to do. You're trapped with this firefighter. You're behind glass. These guys have guns trained on you, and there is not a prompt saying push button to solve this situation. When you got to this point, were you sort of like, what should I do?
I mean,
like,
I knew it. I knew it was party time. I knew basically what the situation called for in this beautiful moment, and that was my Batmobile friend. Just gonna get that going.
Oopsie daisy.
Oops! Now you done goofed.
Look behind you. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And this is a unique view that you never see in the Batmobile. Like that's just for that scene.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But
rad.
like it's so.
Now this is amazing. That's my favorite thing. I went ahead and did a slow-mo replay, just like, it's so...
Thank you, Batmobile.
It is so good every time it happens. That's about the end of the video. I've really been liking the game a lot. There is some, like, weirdness with the extra content. Even the content that came with my copy of the game, not to mention the stuff that's also for sale, but I feel like what's here is really, really, really great. I do wish I could find Falcone, though. The Falcone DLC is kind of driving me crazy.
So you're gonna let me go now, right?